guys. Hello. 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 Hi. Hello, guys. Hi. Who is a lot of people get on here quick? Hello, 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 everybody. So, this video it's a lot of people. All right. This video I'm going to talk about like how to know if he's a good guy, and also I'm going to give you guys like a list on where to meet them. You can add to the list, you can take away from it. I'm just going to give you the information that I got. Okay. Thank you. Hello, Chip. I am blushing because I didn't realize it was gonna be so many people on here. Hi. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank everybody for saying it. Okay. Wow. I wasn't expecting these many people. All right. You need answers? Okay. All right. All right. Hello from the Virgin Islands. Okay. So let me first say this. I got my colored outfit on because we're gonna probably go to war. No, I'm just playing. All right. So let me first say this to you guys. I know I did a video last week on why you can't, in particular, like why you can't get anybody. And I had so many people like, well, how do I recognize if that person is good for me or if that person isn't good for me? So I decided to do this video in reference or into retrospect, okay, about if he's a good guy, because a lot of you guys date narcissistic people, and so this list probably won't apply to them. Most of y'all date the most narcissistic guys ever. And ugh, ugh, ugh. All right. So I'm going to talk about in particular like a good man and how to know if he's a good man, so to speak. I'm gonna try to help y'all out. Okay. So this comes from kind of like guys and stuff that I've interviewed, people that I've like talked to kind of help me come up with this list. Okay. So what makes, the qualities of a good man, based on my almost 40 years of living, I know I done came in contact with a whole bunch of fucked up and bad ones. Well, I guess that part of me not cussing again. Okay, any fucking way. Here's what I believe, and let me be very clear. Y'all see how I said I believe? That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to think that, but these are just my thoughts. My thoughts. Number one, and this is to me probably one of the most important ones of the list. And for me, is a good man is somebody that's a man of his word. Now, if you are dating a guy in particular and he lied from the beginning, it's probably not gonna get no better. It'll probably get worse. When I got married, I took my vows seriously, and I take them seriously now. And I thought long and hard before I made that commitment to my husband. As y'all know, I've been married before, and almost essentially my father chose my husband. And for many of you guys don't know the story, I done talked about it before. So when you make a vow or a promise to somebody, it should mean something. And if he lying on what time he couldn't pick you up, or he couldn't call you back, or whatever case may be, that's a telltale sign that he's full of shit, and you probably want to go ahead and let him go. You know what I'm saying? It's called integrity. I have no respect for a man who cheat on his wife. Why did you take a lifetime commitment or a vow if you weren't going to stick with it? You know what I'm saying? Don't make a promise you can't keep. When a good man makes a promise, his word is bond, no matter what happens. And the reason why, thank you, Shantae Lennox. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. The reason why I say that is because my dad was a huge stickler for say what you mean and mean what you say. If you start dating a guy and the first fucking thing he do when y'all first start going out and stuff is lying, and that could be about anything small, anything big, whatever, because if it's small lies, it will grow to a bigger lie. And a man is a man of his word. He mean what he say what he mean. You will never have to second guess what he mean or what he say. You will never have to do that. And if he lie about something stupid and menial, he'll lie about something big. So my first one on that list is literally when he makes a vow, when he says something, when he give you his word, he mean it. The second one is a good man is loyal to his people. Maybe this goes back to when I was out there, in the game or whatever you want to call it. When you have family, when you have friends, you need to be loyal to your tribe. Say it with me. Loyal to your tribe. And have their back. And they need to know that you will have their back. I have been friends with people that I have known since high school, since elementary school. Loyalty is everything. You understand what I'm saying? This is what a good man does. He thinks strength and power. You know what I'm saying? Strength and power of a country depends absolutely on the quantity and the quality of the men and the women who are in it. Loyal to your tribe. That means, he doesn't give people reproach. He's somebody that people depend on. Not somebody necessarily that they use, but somebody that is dependable. So if he's not loyal to his tribe, meaning his people, his family, can't nobody depend on him. All of them got real fucked up stuff to say. He don't keep a job. He always in their fucking pocket and shit. And he owe everybody, ain't gonna pay nobody back. Hey Gabe, if he is not loyal to his tribe, darling heart, he will not be loyal to you. If he can't depend, if his kids can't depend on him, you ain't gonna be able to depend on him either. And that's the flip side too. If he too loyal to his people and he ain't taking care of you, that's another thing too, because that means he don't consider you his people. See, that's the thing. Because if he consider you his people, he's if he consider you his people, he's gonna take care of you as such. But if he don't consider you his people, he'll look out for them and not for you. So if he did that to you, darling heart, and he was loyal to his tribe and not loyal to you, he didn't consider you a part of that. He didn't consider you a part of that equation. Remember, it's what he called the relationship. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Stelmo. Thank you, Gabriel. I appreciate that. May the vortex be open for you guys. Many blessings to you. Um, that's another thing. That's a telltale sign. You know, if he ain't loyal to nobody, anybody got a motherfucking time for that. Um, the next thing is a good man protects his loved ones. He protects his family. He protects his home. You know, um, if a man has a wife, he has a moral, spiritual, and physical obligation to protect her and take care of her. And being a provider of food, safety, and shelter. Yes. Yes. I know you're a team player. Yes. And you both contribute to the family good. But I'm saying a good man doesn't sit idle and let somebody support him. It means you protect her, you honor her above all others. I'm not trying to be funny or anything like that. And thank you, Royal Angel 27. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Um, aw, thank you, darling. Thank you so much. Thank you, Royal Angel. A man is a provider. I'm going to tell you guys something. And it's so funny. During the process of my husband starting his business, he always worked. He always took care of me. He always provided. But he went through a period of time where he wanted to develop his business. And I wasn't going to say, no, you can't do that, when for years I didn't have to work. So I was doing this and I make fairly decent money where I can stay at home and pay all the bills while he got his business off the ground. Now, I'm not saying this for some average Joe that don't provide and take care of you, but let's be clear. I don't have to work. Never have since I've been with him. So I remember he got started and he started doing really, really well. And I was complaining one day about something or reading, something like that, right? And my husband said to me, he said, stop complaining because you don't have to do this. You do this because you want to. And I was like, well, I like the way our life is and I like contributing. And my husband said one thing to me and it made me shut up. He said, whether you are magical Lady Duchess or whether you're Nakia, your lifestyle doesn't change. I love you. I honor you. And I continue to provide for you just like I have before you got on this platform that you're on now. So my thought to that is this. Um, a good man provides and he protects for his loved ones, you know. It also means that, you know, he protects you and he honors you above all others. If someone says something disrespectful to you or they do something disrespectful to you, you know, you don't just live by, he ain't gonna let by and watch that happen. You know, he has your back, and he will love you and he will protect you. Um, Another thing is, thank you for saying it. Another good thing is a good man treats everyone with respect. What do I mean by that, Duchess? He is not some loud, disrespectful, uncouth motherfucker. Some of y'all got men that you can't even take him nowhere because he gives everybody reproach. He talk nasty. His energy is nasty. He don't respect nobody, and technically don't nobody respect him either. That is not a foundation of a good man. And he has nothing to give to you because all he is nasty. Everything he say, he got something fucked up to say, and that's not funny. And it's not, that's just how he talk. Be careful of the company that you keep and sleep with. Remember, men are projectors. Women are receptors. That means the energy that they project, we receive it. And just depending on what that type of energy is, sleeping with them can make or break your existence in your life. And that's why some of you guys aren't as magical as you possibly could be, because you sleeping with some bullshit. And if you're stirring shit, it's gonna stink. And if he don't respect you, he don't respect nobody. A good man is secure. He's confident, but he ain't an arrogant asshole. Now, he could be an asshole, but not an arrogant one. You know, that means he treats everyone with respect until they give him a reason not to. He knows that giving respect and agreement are not the same things. And the key to treating people with kindness, humility, and grace, to a good man, there is no such thing as little people or little things. Everyone matters, and that's important. Today, I'll share this with you guys. Today, there was a young lady that walked into my store, and I was on a call with the client, and the lady walked in, and would nobody work today. You know, my daughter was off, this was her weekend off, and then the young lady, the other lady that helps me, she had strep throat, and I didn't want her in here because I don't want to get strep throat. And so anyway, it was me. My husband came home early, and he was like, "I tell you what, I'll help you with your store today. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out." Blah 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 blah. So he comes up here, and thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. So he comes in here and he helps me, and hmm, um, he helps me, and so a customer comes in, and she's like, I said, Damon, go see what she want. And he said, and he went and he saw what she wanted. He said, well, I think she want to talk to you. So I put my client on hold, and I went there. I said, is everything okay? And she said, well, I really need to talk to you about something. And I said, well, I tell you what, give me about 30 minutes if you can wait, and I'll sit with you for a minute and see what your need is. And so she said, okay. So after the 30 minutes, I went in there and I sit with her. And we had a talk. She told me about her situation, and I gave her advice and stuff to do. I also made her like a little crystal and little bag, little mojo bag where she could put on her, kind of help her out. I also gave her some gems and stuff before she left. And before she left, now I remember when I walked up to her, I was going to extend my hand, you know, because some of y'all want to hug and poke and pry on me. And then some of you guys are kind of standoffish because you just don't know. And so I went to like, because I'm a very touchy-feely kind of person where I'm, you know, touch your arm, touch your hand. I'm really big on that when they come into my store. Probably not in public, but when you come into my store, I'm like that. And so she kind of went back a little bit, and I was like, oh, okay, sis. Everybody want me to touch them. How dare you? But anyway, so after she was getting ready to leave, and I said, can I give you a hug? I said, the spirit told me to give you a hug. So I give her a hug, and she tells me that it's been a year since someone hugged her. That's a long time not to have physical contact with somebody like that. And she started to cry. And so we were standing in the doorway of my office, between my office and the front door. And so my husband heard her say that. So my husband turned around and said, well, let me give you a hug too. Now you're going to get 2 hugs. And I'm not going to cry because I got these contacts on and, I'm trying to. So my husband didn't have to do that. My husband didn't have to do that. He could have minded his own business, and he didn't have to do none of that. And that meant a lot to me. It meant a lot. Okay, I digress. Try not to mess my makeup on. Okay. So back to a good man treats everybody with respect. I spoke to this cleaning lady in a hotel one time, and I was just like, hey, how you doing? And she looked at me all funny and shit. And I was like, what the fuck wrong with her? And so she said, nobody normally talks to me. And I'm thinking, that is so shameful. This lady prepares rooms and stuff like that for people to live in and stay in, and nobody speaks to her. And my husband get on me all the time. He was like, baby, no matter what, still speak to people. I know you might be tired. I know you about my whatever, but still do that. So I think it's so important. If a man cannot add to you and add value to you, if he can't elevate you too, why are you with him? I almost had a moment, child. I held it. I didn't do it. The next one is a good man will take responsibility for himself and his actions. When something goes wrong, he takes on ownership and he doesn't try to blame other people. If he made a mistake, he says, I'm sorry, and he makes a way to make amends or to fix it. I will never forget. Y'all remember when Steve Harvey did that announcement? He did like the wrong name. I don't know if it was Miss America or the universe, but which one was it? I think it was anyway, he took ownership and he said, I'd like to apologize wholeheartedly to Miss Columbia and Miss Philippines. So I guess it's I don't know, Miss Universe. And he said, I'd like to apologize to the viewers that I disappointed them. And it was an honest mistake. Nobody's blaming anyone else, no excuses. He just made a mistake. And that's normally how stuff goes. They don't make, they take accountability. Yes, I messed up, or I'm sorry I didn't see it that way. Or one thing I love about my husband is that he's never changed. And he always, if he doesn't do things a certain kind of way or to my liking or whatever would happen, he's always saying, I did not know, but thank you for telling me. Thank you for sharing it with me. So a good man knows how to take accountability. You know what I'm saying? And he's not the type to always give excuses on why he did that. you know, and that applies to us too as people. Stop making excuses. If you fucked up, you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I done fucked up too. I done fucked over people back in the day and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was out there in that world. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can make amends for it and sometimes you're not. But the key is to take up responsibility, to be accountable for what you do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like having a conversation with a dude or y'all into it or whatever the case may be. And instead of him admitting that he wrong, he want to bring up what the fuck you ain't did. Can we stick to the topic at hand, nigga? Can we focus on you? Damn. Y'all ever meet somebody like that? Don't take accountability for shit. Quick to blame somebody else for what the fuck they doing. If you don't sit your bitch ass down somewhere, okay, I'm back. The next one is a good man is willing to express his emotions. If y'all are dating somebody that is like an emotional, it's like when a good man loves somebody, male or female, he let it be known. He ain't gonna just tell you, he gonna tell everybody that's around you. He knows they need to hear it as well. Not that he's doing it for somebody else, but he need people to know how he feel about you. When he is moved to tears and he doesn't mind showing it, I ain't saying like a crybaby or some shit like that, but a man that's willing to express his emotions. If you ever dated somebody and, because y'all like examples, and you can't even get an I love you from him, he be like, yeah, we good. This man is a ticking time bomb, and you be careful because he'll blow the fuck up on you. So if he's not showing you his emotions and shit like that, and you're talking about a narcissist 101, girl, he is not a good dude, and he is not going to give you any value, and he's not going to feed your spirit and feed your soul. That's a fact, Jack. That's a fact. And that don't mean that he a pussy or he weak as fuck because he's showing his emotions and shit like that. Because we tentatively think that, especially if we come from a nigga that like to fucking disrespect us and shit, call you bitches and hoes, and he get you used to that shit, and he call you a bitch and you keep on talking like he ain't said nothing. I'm not talking about that type of shit. I'm talking about he show his emotion where he beat your ass, talking about he real passionate. That's not the same thing. Not the same thing. I remember one time I was like really pushing myself. I was doing a whole bunch of work and all of that stuff that I was getting sick all the time. And my husband had this breakdown. He was like, literally, he said, and he almost started crying. And he was like, you got to stop. You got to slow down. You don't have to do this. And I was like, okay, baby, okay. And he was like, no, I couldn't survive without you. So I need you to take better care of yourself. They can wait. And if they can't wait, they go to somebody else. And I was like, okay. Okay, daddy. Because, yeah, I call my husband Big Daddy. I sure in the fuck do. And the last one that I'm going to discuss, because I didn't want this to be like such a long video. A good man doesn't believe in or hold on to any stereotype. Let me explain what this means. To a good man, there is and has never been known as woman's work or men's work in a home. They don't mean anything, and they really silly. Like, it's your job to cook, and it's your job to clean. If he's good at something he likes, he does them. Like if my husband loves to cook, so he'll cook. When I feel like it, I'll cook. If his wife is better at mechanical things and he knows it, well, she does it, right? But I'm not good. I couldn't tell you. I still thought that they made cars with carburetors because I heard it in a joke. So I thought that. And he was like, no. Okay. If he's a good man, he really doesn't care about the gender issues as far as who does what and how they do it. You know what I'm saying? We can define ambition and progress for ourselves. Nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my theory on stuff like that. You don't have to agree. If you got anything you want to add to it, go ahead, let me know. But That's what I think what constitutes, how is his heart? You know what I'm saying? How does he treat his family? How does he treat his kids? Some of y'all married to niggas ain't seen their kids in 2 or 3 years, but he's helped you take care of yours. That would bother me. That would really, really bother me. You're fathering children that uh you're fathering children and you not being there for them, but you doing for mine. I would have a problem with it. Some of y'all don't. I understand. I get it. Ain't no judgment here. I promise. But I would have a problem with it. So y'all, you all, think about that kind of stuff when you are dating these guys, when you're thinking about the friendship to, something more serious. I would tell you this. When I first started dating Damon, his son was about 15. And he spent the weekend with us. And Damon wasn't with us. He spent the weekend with me and my daughter. And he loved us so much. And he was like, I would love to stay here with y'all. And I was like, what? Do good men cheat? No. Good men normally stay married to women and they stay in situations because of the kids and they don't want to fuck up their kids. And so they sacrifice themselves for their children. Good men, they ride or die. And she treat them like shit, talk to them crazy. That's why they be so fucking damaged and shit when you get them. Because it was good. It was a good man to, not so much the right woman. But anyway, so my stepson, he wanted to come live with us after that full weekend. Now we had did stuff together, so it's not like he didn't know me and my daughter because he did, but he wanted to live with us. And so I was like, let me talk to thank you, Alexis. So I was like, let me talk to your mom because that's a big change and a big commitment. And Damon wasn't even living with me yet. So I was like, we wasn't even living together. We were still trying to figure shit out. And here his son want to move with me. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is wrong with this picture for his son to want to live with us? Like, what's going on? And so I reaches out to his mother, Damon's ex-wife. And I'm thinking that we can be on this mature level and we can have a discussion. He was 15 when he came to live with us. He is now 22. He'll be 23 this year. And me and that bitch still ain't had no conversation. She did not want to talk to me. What mother would be okay? What mother would be okay with it? My daughter couldn't go nowhere. She couldn't even fart by herself. I'm like, wait a minute, where that fart come from? What you eating? Who was you with when you ate it? Because that don't sound like something you regular do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I could be somebody that hurt somebody or that abused kids or anything, and bitch, you don't want to have a conversation with me, and I didn't text you, and I didn't reach out to you from a mother to another mother. I understand that you and Damon ain't together no more, but listen, sweetheart, I'm not the reason why y'all got divorced. You are, because you cheated and you got busted, and he left your ass. So you can't be mad because he done got with somebody else that is more motherly to your son than you are. Hey, I'm not in competition. I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm not in competition with you. I'm not trying to be his mama. I'm not trying to be like none of this shit. Let's sit down. Let's have a conversation. You're literally talking about a 15-year-old. So literally he moves in We've never had a conversation. Never had a conversation about him coming to stay with us. And when he came to stay with us, they was paying $700 a month for one child on child support. It was like $687 or $670, damn near $700 a month for one child. And he came to move in with us. He didn't have like nice shoes, or move in with me. He didn't have like nice shoes and clothes. And I was like, I understand that child support pays for the whole spectrum of the kid. But damn, bitch, you couldn't get him no clothes and shit. He in high school. People tease kids, they bully kids and everything else. Like, you ain't thinking about none of that shit, bitch. You chasing dick that. So anyway, I wound up buying him clothes. I wound up buying him shoes. I wound up doing all of it when he came to live with me at 15. My son, like I said, he'll be 23. And I say my son because I was the one that set up with him. I was the one that literally went to the high school to see how his grades, because Damon was over the road. Damon was over the road and stuff. And so I wanted to make sure that he was sufficed, that he was okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't going to have him living with me and I treat my daughter one kind of way and I treat him different. And I've never done that with any of my stepchildren. You know what I'm saying? That's where I decided to be. That's where I decided to be in this. That's what separates us, y'all. That's what separates us. That's what separates us. And I'm not saying it for y'all to be like, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. No. My thing was, if you with a man and he don't take care of his kids and stuff, but he taking care of yours, and you need to get on him about that. Because that defines who he is as a person. To me, it's part of it, Maybe she knew he would be better off with you and your husband. She didn't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck. Anyway, that's another topic for another day. Places to meet rich men. Okay. So this is my list. It's a good list, guys. It's a good list. And it also kind of debates too on what type of good man that you trying to meet as well. Okay. What kind of good man? What kind of good man? So number one, if you're not necessarily looking for a man that wears a suit and tie, and this don't work all the time, but this is a good way. Because some of y'all like to tentatively date those guys that are street pharmaceuticals, and I don't have anything wrong and against a street pharmaceutical. But if he is over the age of 45 and he ain't selling keys, you might want to go and let that go. If he ain't selling keys and shit, driving Corvettes and Lamborghinis and stuff like that, and he's over 45, I don't know, sis. I don't know. However, no, that ain't no thug passion. He need a thug job. Shit. Let's see. Where to meet some men with a little money, with a little means. First things first. Go shopping where rich people shop. Y'all need to Google these wealthy spots, famous shops, malls, parks, squares, where rich people do the shopping. Maybe you won't be able to afford anything for yourself that you're shopping, but be sure you can meet and start talking to a guy who does. Start running your errands and doing your grocery shopping in upscale neighborhoods. Frequently visit the same spots that rich men do, wealthy men do, men of means, and you will increase your chances of finding somebody that got a little bit of money. I know what you're saying. I know what y'all saying. That's a gold digger. What? Been asking a guy for 6 months. He asked me. He asked about a home in my name because he owed child support. Miss Lee Jones, I would absolutely positively tell him no. Or first figure out why he owed back child support and how much he owed. Because if he don't pay his child support, baby, he ain't gonna pay that mortgage. Don't let me be clear. Now, if y'all get married and y'all want to get a house together, something like that, then okay. But no. The second one. No, I'm not saying that y'all gold diggers. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Hold on, shit. I'm just saying, if you're gonna talk to a motherfucker with some means. Y'all need to step out of the box, okay? I'm just trying to help y'all out. If you don't want to watch this part, you can exit off of the video. So I'm just trying to give y'all some ideas. So the next one is high class pubs. If you want to meet a successful man, then start hanging out in places near offices and stuff like that. Like you can find high class pubs near lawyers and doctors' chambers and stuff like that. Um, I'm just saying, think outside the box. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Most busy, successful people, they get out from work, go where they have like uh places like that. I'm just saying. Diversity. Conferences as well. Yes, Allie Cruz. Um, Late evenings, especially at the beginning of the weekend, are the best times to visit fashionable places like that. Happy hour, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Another one is luxury sports clubs. Luxury sports clubs like sailing, tennis, diving, especially golf, are the best places to attract men that have a huge disposable income. Huge disposable income. You think pennies, you get change. You think dollars, you get money to fold. All right. Anyway, um, this is gonna change the way y'all view me. I know. Boat clubs too. Absolutely. Um, Golf clubs are very popular for successful businessmen spending time on golf because it is not cheap to play golf, 18 holes of golf. So memberships to such clubs are generally very expensive, so try and get like a day membership see what best kind of suits, auction houses. Yeah, I'm a real smart lady. Well, thanks. I would just, that's just some ideas, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to put y'all on, man. That's all. Um, Golf clubs are great. Those men who have no partners to spend the most of the time on, they're likely to be sports lovers. So start visiting high-end sports bars, golf clubs, other places where you can meet rich men, exclusive galleries and stadiums and important matches. Or if you're lucky to be a guest, like post big on like some famous sport team or something like that. 5-star hotels, yeah. Also luxury spa resorts, like visit a luxury spa resort, which offers like relaxing treatments and stuff like that and massages. And you may come across someone rich and available. Luxury spa resorts are better places where successful executive meetings, chick. So that's just another way to, another one that you can think about, I think about too, is charity events. Y'all can go on Facebook. They post stuff about on Facebook with different charity events, city events, um, stuff like that where you can go to. Um, I would also look at yeah, yeah, charity events. Go on. They have stuff like that. You just have to Google and try to be a part of it. Um, Charity events are like important places to be seen, so it's more likely you'll find somebody of quality and a financially stable man that way. All male guests mostly arrive with dates, right? But those women on their dates for the evening, or whatever, right? So go ahead, start chatting up with these guys and shit. And, dress your best. First impressions are very important for charity events. And there's a lot of single guys, even, political organizations and events also attract ambitious and successful men. Don't ever say I ain't. Don't ever say I ain't never gave y'all nothing, because I'm giving y'all some key stuff. Then when people call me wanting, booking love consultations and stuff like that, this is the stuff that I give, especially if they are single and stuff like that. I try to help them out. Get some of my sugar daddy mist, get some of my sugar daddy spray, get that sugar daddy kid, girl. It's a conference coming up, bitch. Better look it up, bitch. Listen, what conferences are coming to your city? Absolutely. Where they staying at? Corporate meetings? Yes, ma'am. Yes. I'm trying to get y'all on together. Business places and millionaire clubs. Like I said, banks, convention centers, coffee shops, and business districts are most likely places where you can meet men of means. Maybe rich men are very busy at work, but you can wait for lunch, a coffee time to chat up with them. Who knows? Maybe a date can be arranged in the process of all of this. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for the big fish, then start visiting millionaire clubs, cocktail parties. Are only some of the events where the rich men hang out. Maybe if you have a opportunity you have opportunity to meet somebody. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to be looking seductive. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, y'all, think outside the box, shit. And then you have like those dating sites too, like Dating Millionaire, those type of Mr. Wealthy. It's plenty of other sites and stuff that you guys can look up and stuff like that. Sugardaddy.com, all kind of stuff. What advice would you have for plus women attracting wealthy men? Every man has a particular type, and every man has a fetish too. I know several plus size women that all they date is men with money. I mean, everybody has a preference. Everybody has a type. So, you just got to put it out there. Hell yeah, they do. Men like confidence. You'd be surprised how many men will say, well, I never thought about dating a plus size woman, or I never thought about that, until you. So that's my list. This is my video. It was longer than what I wanted it to be, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you are wanting a love consultation or a love reading or anything like that to kind of help spruce up your love life, or perhaps to figure out if you need to stay in it, I'm your girl. I'm all about self-love. I'm all about self-care. I'm all about getting there. So not only do I want to do like magical videos, I also want to do stuff to literally open you guys' minds up to thinking outside the box. Okay. If you're wanting readings and love consultation, you can literally go to magicalladyduchess.com. You can go to the section where it says to schedule a reading or consultation and do that. If you are wanting to check out my store, my physical store, it is mldholistichealing.com. You guys go on the mldholistichealing.com and subscribe, because I do a newsletter on Tuesdays and Fridays. And I give out great gems just like the one here, like this video. So go on there and subscribe. And it doesn't cost you anything. And you get $25 off of anything that's in the store. So do that if you haven't done it already. Open up a matchmaking business. I don't know. I guess that's a good thought. I don't know. But anyway, many blessings to you guys. I've enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, share. If you know anybody who could appreciate these points that I made today, share my video. Like it. I appreciate it. Subscribe. I love you guys. I do not take it for granted that you guys watch me, that you spend time with me. I don't take any of this shit for granted. Okay? I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. So if you just tuned in, start over. Watch it. I gave several tips on this video on literally where you can find you some men with some means. Okay? Love you guys. Y'all have a good day.